Everybody, welcome back. I'm your congressman, your voice, your vote in Washington, Mark Alford, with this week's Capitol Recap. Well, folks, it's good to be back and great to see you again. A lot has gone on, and we're here to give you the update on what's gone on. This week marks our second week back in Washington since electing a new House Speaker, Speaker Mike Johnson. Speaker Johnson is a strong Christian. He's a husband, father of four. He's a constitutional law attorney and a small business owner, and he is the right man for this job. There are three big items now from the last 2 weeks of the session I want to talk about. First is the work on our appropriations bill. It is Congress's responsibility to fund the government, and here's where we stand. We have passed the following appropriation bills: defense, state and foreign ops, energy and water, legislative branch, interior, military construction, veterans affairs and related agencies, and homeland security. So it is critically important that we continue to pass these individual appropriations bills. Congress needs individual review, accountability, and oversight for appropriations bills, not a big omnibus bill. This is a strong step in the right direction, a change that is long overdue.
Well, let me tell you, our first priority, Maria, is to get the government funding. We have to finish the appropriations process. And I'll tell you, really, we have a great esprit de corps right now amongst House Republicans. Our team is ready. We're working like a well-oiled machine. We passed one of the appropriations bills just a day after I assumed the gavel.
Secondly, we, along with Senator Schmidt, led a bicameral letter to the Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, and the Secretary of Homeland Security, Mayorkas, expressing our grave concerns over the security of the southern border. The unprecedented number of apprehensions at the southern border under the Biden administration now totals more than 6 million crossings, and it is deeply troubling for our national security. Folks, since Biden took office, there have been more than 1.7 million known gotaways, individuals who's crossed the border into our sovereign nation. That's more than the population of Philadelphia. Biden's dereliction of duty at the border is eroding our nation's security and our sovereignty. Every day that we don't have a secure border, we lose the integrity of this sovereign nation. But now under President Joe Biden, who with a wink and a nod before he was even sworn into office, has welcomed these illegal aliens, bringing with them fentanyl that's killed more than 107,000 of our citizens, an equivalent of a plane load a day crashing in America. You think we wouldn't stop that if that had actually been the case, with planes crashing each and every day? And yet this president doesn't care. Our citizens are dying. Our nation is not secure. We've got to put an end to it. Next up in the Small Business Committee, we held a hearing on examining the effects of DOE rulemaking on America's job creators. You see, the Biden administration seemingly has it out for the American dream. Through their deeply misguided economic policies and increased regulatory requirements, small businesses are finding it tougher and tougher to make ends meet. Rather than looking for growth opportunities, small businesses are being forced to play defense in order to deal with a really whole host of new regulations coming down the pipeline.
We've all seen the news about the Department of Energy, or I think I'm going to rename it the Department of Encroachment now, and their new energy efficiency rules. And now we're really learning the impact that's going to have on our businesses and our American families. The Biden-Harris administration, time and time again, I think, fails to consider the impact of these erroneous overregulations, what it's going to have on our home builders, our families, and our businesses.
Lastly, I want to share with you an update on the growing escalation of the conflict between Israel and Hamas. Thousands of Israelis and dozens of Americans have been tragically killed. The number is rising sharply, and this is truly a devastating time for the Israelis. It's more important than ever that we be very, very clear with our words. Israel is good. Hamas is evil. Israel has the right to exist. Israel has the right to defend itself against terrorism. Israel has the right to defend its people. You see, Israel is our closest ally in the Middle East, a beacon of hope, democracy, and freedom. We finished up with some TV and radio interviews, being a strong conservative voice for you. So be sure to catch us next time that we're on. Secretary Mayorkas has been lying that there is a crisis at the border. It is unsustainable. When you have the situation going on in New York, where over 100,000 illegal aliens are there now and more being shipped there every day, we have a problem in America. It is the border crisis. We've got to get that fixed. Let's get on with approving these appropriation bills so that we can get something done for the American people. Well, I know this is a Capitol recap, but it's been a few weeks since we've connected. And so before I go, I want to highlight some of the great work that our district offices are doing. Check out some of the photos from events that we've been to across our district. Folks, it's an honor of a lifetime to be your congressman. You know, it was a year ago that we were elected to this position. I never take it lightly. We are here for you to be your voice and your vote. May God bless you. God bless America. God bless Missouri.